Good afternoon and welcome to Lindsey Wilson College. We are so glad to have you with us today. My name is Bill Luckey and I have the privilege of serving as the president of this great college and to be your president. You can't imagine how hard so many people on this campus have been working getting ready for this day. I hope you let them know just how much you appreciate all that they've been doing. We work hard every year, but I can tell you this year has been especially challenging, and I so appreciate all the effort they've put in. I was hopeful that I'd be able to deliver this welcome in person, but the threat of rain and not wanting to house all of you indoors necessitates this delivery method. I've given this same welcome now for the past 22 years, and every year I encourage our students to work hard and to play hard, to make lots of friends, to go to parties, to have the time of your life. I'm going to give you a different message this year. I don't know how many of you have been following what's been happening at colleges and universities all across the country. The University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill was in class for 1 week before it shut down and moved to all online classes. The University of Notre Dame required all students to provide a negative test when they showed up. A week later, it was shut down. 2 days ago, North Carolina State announced it was shutting down and going online 100%. A little closer to home, you may have read about the University of Louisville men's soccer players, the 3 players there at U of L, who were dismissed from the team, their scholarships taken away for hosting an off-campus party that resulted in 29 student athletes in quarantine, and for practices for volleyball, field hockey, and men and women's soccer all came to a screeching halt. The common theme at North Carolina State, Notre Dame, and the University of Louisville is that in each case, there were off-campus parties with large numbers of students. As the beer starts to flow, the conversations grow. Masks come off. We forget about social distancing. And one asymptomatic person with COVID-19 infects dozens, if not hundreds, of unsuspecting people. A week later, you're back living in mom and dad's basement, wondering what happened. It doesn't have to end this way. It doesn't have to end this way. If any of you are watching the NBA playoffs in the bubble, they're playing games, sweating on each other without a single case of the virus being spread. Even here at Lindsey Wilson, for the past 16 days, we've had our football team here on campus practicing without a single known case of COVID-19 for 16 days. They are wearing their masks. They are making good decisions. They are focused on winning a national championship on Monday, May the 10th at Grambling State University. They get it. It's important to them. They're doing the right things. We can be here a week, we can be here a month, or we can be here an entire semester. It all depends on our weakest link. Which one of you is heading to a bar in Nashville this weekend, or Bowling Green, or Louisville, or Lexington, or a party off campus, and shuts this whole thing down? Which one of you is going to shut this whole thing down? If you knew that you had COVID-19 right now, you would behave differently. Would you go to that party and spread it to dozens of unsuspecting, innocent people? I would hope not. I would hope not. I want you to assume that you have COVID-19 and that you don't want to pass it on to anyone else here. At the same time, I want you to assume that every person that you encounter has COVID-19. Would you shake hands? Would you fist bump? Would you give hugs if you thought that you had the virus or that someone else had the virus? Those of you who just graduated from high school, you know what it's like to miss your senior prom, to have your season come to an abrupt end, to miss out on the opportunity to say a proper goodbye to your friends, your faculty, your coaches. We also know what that feels like here at Lindsay when our seniors miss their college graduation. The theater performance they had spent weeks rehearsing suddenly wasn't performed. The national tournament they had spent 4 years of their life working for. Friends from all over the world that they didn't have the chance to say their proper goodbyes in the way they would have liked to celebrate their friendship. I will never forget the knock on our door one night at about 10:30 p.m. when Emily from Sweden, with tears running down her cheeks, was sobbing over not being able to say a proper goodbye to her American friends, her friends from around the world, her faculty, coaches, RAs, and president. It was a gut-wrenching farewell, one that I will never forget. Let's fast forward to today, where we once again have seniors who will be graduating in December or in May. They, like you, are excited for their senior year, for the opportunity to spend one final semester or one final year with their dearest friends in a campus that's become home. We want you here. We want you here. This place is so lonely without you. It is so lonely when you're not here. The real challenge in all of this is that you were probably drawn here because of the warmth, the love, the friendliness that you feel when you're here. All of that warmth and that friendliness and that love, it's still here. It is still here. We just have to be creative in how we give and receive that warmth and that love. We can do this. In fact, we must do this. Let's get up and decide to make good decisions day after day after day. And in 110 days, 110 days, it will be Thanksgiving. You'll be on winter break. A vaccination will be in mass production, and we can hopefully return to the LWC you fell in love with. So that party you were planning on going to tonight, you need to cancel that. Stop being selfish and think about others. I look forward to seeing your smiling faces, getting to know each of you better, and spending some quality time with you. Stay safe, my friends, and remember, life is so much easier when you make good decisions. Let's do this for our seniors. Thank you.